knew that Seb had come through for me. You know, he's a good lad deep down.
It's certainly done us a favour. But we're by no means out of the woods.
Yeah, but if Seb said that I didn't do it...
He's a young man with a troubled past who changed his story at the last minute. Some jurors may perceive him as flaky and his evidence unsound.
Right, I see.
Plus, they'll have to weigh it against Mr. Phelan's testimony, the forensic evidence, and whatever Mr. Cropper has to say, of course.
Oh, well, we've got no worries there with that one.
Let's hope not. All in all, I'd say we've grounds for cautious optimism, Anna. But that's as far as it goes.
Well, it's a sight more than I had, so I'll take it.
I flirted with the patent tie, but erred on the side of the stolid. I'm not sure that flamboyance is a quality that's desirable in the witness box.
Well, I think you'll be OK on that score, Roy.
I just want to give a good account of myself and your mother. Hopefully build on what young Seb was able to achieve yesterday.
And I'm sure you'll do your best.
Yeah! Roy, what are you doing tonight?
Well, there is a documentary on the Battle of Lepanto I'm hoping to catch.
Battle of what?
Lepanto. It's the last engagement fought almost entirely between road vessels.
Oh, like trucks and that?
No. Road vessels.
Yeah, right. You didn't see me and Brittany blew it on Heaton Park Boating Lake a few years back.
No.
She was snogging Shane Watmore in her boat. I was going out with him. By the time I finished with them two, they had to swim home.
See? Well, I
No, there's a party at the Rovers tonight. I want to see you there.
Listen, I'm sorry that you got the wrong end of the stick.
Oh, I don't care. I'm not interested. No, she doesn't care about you or your stick.
Yeah, well, I care. And I thought you might come to court with me today.
Oh, who could refuse an offer like that? Talk about a dream date.
I'd really appreciate the support.
Would you? Well, maybe you could give that girl from the pub a call then.
I've never seen her before in my life. I've already told you this.
Yeah, and I doubt you'll ever see her again. Pity. You should have got in there while you had the chance.
Look, Eileen is old enough to look after herself. You want to get yourself better first.
I really do appreciate you doing this for me.
Don't be daft, we're mates.
No, I know, but you know, I don't want to abuse that friendship. I don't want to become a burden.
If looking after a sick vicar don't get me into heaven, I don't know what will. Oh, think I can come back at lunchtime and all. Whoop, whoop.
No, don't worry. I am not stopping in. No, I've asked Yasmin if I can go and help out at the community centre. I figured I should be out of harm's way there.
Oh, well, just don't try and run before you can walk, quite literally.
Don't worry. I'll be careful. The last thing I want is another relapse. It hurts too much. Speaking of which, I am running low on my painkillers. I hate to ask, but is there any chance you could bob to the chemist for me and pick up my prescription?
Yeah, of course I will.
You sure?
Yeah, well, I've got to go to the chemist anyway. I had one too many last night with Adam. My head's banging.
You never have guessed. You look great. Glowing, in fact. What's your secret?
Well, no secret. It's amazing what 3 inches of slap will do, kid.
I feel like a condemned man. God knows how your mum must feel stood in that dock every day.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I don't know. Those barristers tie you in knots. I feel like the wise behind my telly by the time they've done.
Yeah, well, no one's expecting miracles, mate.
Yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Your mum will be fine now that Seb's told the truth.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed.
Well, if Seb says that Anna didn't push him, how come the jury say otherwise?
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Come on, we better get a wiggle on. We should have been there by now.
Well, listen, I've got to go and see something first, but I'll catch you up, yeah?
Is everything all right?
I don't know.
So you got any meetings today?
Yeah, dinner time. Thought I might top up my willpower. Gonna need it when I'm a daddy, all them sleepless nights, eh?
Hey, I'll do the feeds. You don't have to stress.
No, I'm not stressing. I want to do it. It's been a long time since I've been up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a bottle in my hand.
Well, so long as it's just formula. What are you up to this morning?
Gonna go for a walk with Steve, actually.
A walk?
Yeah, he's got one of these, what they call these step counters. Reckons it's changed his life. I might get one myself. I reckon I'll nail 10,000 steps a day easy. Once the little one's here, I get the football out, eh?
Well, that mightn't be for a while.
Well, you can never start too early, that's what I say.
Right, the balloons and the banners are coming this afternoon. Do you want me to come and help you put them up?
No, we can manage. How's it going?
Well, I've got the invitations out. Just need to decide what costume to get for Henry.
Well, last time I wore fancy dress, I was a student.
Who'd you go as?
It wasn't so much a person as an idea. I went as a fish riding a bicycle.
Did you take a lot of drugs in uni then?
How long have you known the accused?
Nearly 10 years.
She's an employee at your cafe.
Anna is a very highly valued member of staff.
Would you describe her as a friend?
I'd be proud to do so. But I'm not here to special plead. I shall tell the truth.
I'm pleased to hear it. In your experience, is Anna Windass someone capable of violent behaviour?
Not at all. Anna is a caring, nurturing mother, a diligent worker, immensely popular with my customers. And no one could fail to be struck by her warmth.
According to your statement, Mr. Franklin was struck by rather more than that on one occasion. Shortly before he was toppled from his ladder, you said he was involved in an altercation at your cafe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Please tell the court what happened.
Feelings were running high.
Between the accused and Mr. Franklin in the hours before he was seriously injured?
Yes, but the incident in the cafe is unconnected. One
If we
couldn't...
could stick to the facts, Mr. Cropper, would you please describe to the court what happened?
Well, there was a misunderstanding. Seb was quite emotional. He said some very harsh, hurtful things regarding Anna's injuries.
Did the accused assault Mr. Franklin? It's a straightforward question, Mr. Cropper.
Yes, she hit him.
And how would you describe the blow?
Well, it was quite a hard slap, but in the face of extreme provocation.
So let me ask you again, bearing in mind your admirable commitment to the truth, in your experience, is your friend and colleague, Anna Windass, capable of violent behaviour?
Well, I suppose in the strictest sense one would have to say yes, but then again...
Thank you. No more questions, Your Honour.
Last thing I want to do is go to a party.
I was thinking of going as myself.
How does that qualify as fancy dress?
Well, it's pub-themed, and I used to own a pub. No, I'm wasting me time here. There's no sign. He swears blind he left her in there, though.
Who and what and where?
Mr. Banerjee's missus. He reckons he left her in the back of Tim's cab. He thinks someone's run off with her.
He left her in the back of Tim's cab. Surely Tim would have noticed something, or she might have said something.
Well, I hope not. She was in an urn at the time. I'm trying to find it on CCTV. Oh, hello. What's going on here?
Maybe they left her as a tip.
Look at this. Look. Tim, Gary, what are they doing? I wish there was sound.
Doesn't need sound. They're threatening Seb. It's as clear as day.
Well, why would they do that?
To stitch up my husband.
When Mr. Franklin was diagnosed with HIV, how did he respond?
Well, he was devastated. I mean, I know that it's not a death sentence anymore, but, you know, it's still a lot to come to terms with, especially for a lad of his age.
Did you assist him in that process?
Yeah. I did all I could, you know, for his sake, for my daughter's.
So did you feel any resentment towards him, as the prosecution has alleged?
No. No, like I say, I'd accepted that him and Faye were together.
And what help were Mr. Franklin's family after his diagnosis?
He's, Abby, his mum, She has a drug problem. So, she was finding it hard, you know, to cope with her young twins.
The family's been of concern to social services for some time, is that right?
I tried to do my bit, you know. I went round to their place, did a bit of cooking. I didn't want the kids taken into care.
You supported the Franklins.
They were desperate.
So you assisted not only Mr. Franklin, but his wider family.
Seb's been through more than any lad his age should. You know, anybody would have tried to help.
But did they?
No. No, I just happened to be there, I suppose.
When no one else was, or ever has been.
You wanting a dance?
No, I want answers. Thought it was you.
It is me, yeah. Spot on. Who are you?
You came on to me in the Rover's return, remember?
No offence, pal, but I don't really go for redheads. Ronald McDonald used to creep me out as a kid, and I never got over it, so whoever it was, can't have been me.
I've just followed you from Coronation Street. You picked up Bethany Platt. Where is she?
I've never heard of her. Now, do you want a dance or not? Because my time is money.
All right, I'm getting tired of this now. Where is she?
I think you better do one.
Yasmin's just popped home. She's just gone to check on Alia.
Are you sure you're up to this?
I need to occupy myself. There's no groups or classes booked in, so I'm just pottering.
Well, how's your pain?
It's getting better, I think. The painkillers are starting to do the trick.
Just hang on a sec, it's Toya. Hi, darling. I'm just at the community centre. Are you okay? What? Hang on a minute. Slow down. Where's the problem? Yeah, of course I'll come. Where are you?
Is everything all right?
She can't do a shift at the pub. I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
My learned friend has painted a touching picture of your relationship with Mr. Franklin and his family. And no doubt some of your actions do you credit.
Thanks.
But you weren't always so supportive. You didn't approve of your daughter's closeness with Mr. Franklin.
Well, no, not at first, but like I said, you know, I soon came round to the idea.
But as we've heard from Mr. Cropper, you were on very bad terms with Mr. Franklin on October 25th, the day he was injured.
But that was a misunderstanding.
That was cleared up before his fall?
No. No, not beforehand, no.
How did he come to fall from his ladder?
I don't know. You know, he must have slipped.
Do you dispute Mr. Phelan's account of what happened?
Totally.
Do you think he misinterpreted what he saw?
Not misinterpreted. He made it up.
After everything you've been through, what would you be doing here? Of all places.
You wouldn't understand if I told you.
All right, try me.
Look, you either pay for a dance now or you leave.
Do you think your mum will understand? Or Craig?
I make my own decisions.
Yeah, terrible ones. Look what happened before. And it'll happen again if you stay here. You're underage for a start.
Shut up! Don't you dare lecture me after what you did to my mum. You're nothing but a hypocrite.
Maybe I am, but your mum's done nothing wrong. And she's been through enough, so come on.
Let go of me, Scott!
Come on.
No, Scott!
What's going on? I'll do this with you and then I'm straight to a meeting.
Right. Bet they don't get many pub owners, do they?
Well, you'd be surprised, mate. Where are we off?
Well, Red Rec.
Yeah.
We'll have a brew, Kit Kat, or we'll have a whole nut, depending on mood. And then we'll do a couple of laps, finish off with a 99.
And you do this every day, do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, it's a tough regime, but no pain, no gain.
True.
Anyway, it gives me a little buzz, you know, when I get to 10,000 steps.
Oh, it must feel good. Must feel good.
No, the fitness tracker gives me a buzz on my wrist. But you're right, it does feel good. Yeah. Get to put my feet up for the rest of the day. Got to have a goal, Peter.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I agree. I mean, you know, I could do with summer the way this year's kicked off for me.
Hey, you've got a great life. You've got the new business. You've got a baby on the way. I'd swap with you any time.
Yeah, but you're dating our Tracy. The grass is bound to look greener, isn't it? But no, you're right, eh? Onwards and upwards, that's what I say.
Ah.
He grabbed at me.
Then you should sling it up. Because you don't want me slinging it for you. Look, mate, she's my ex's daughter, okay? She's been abused, her head's messed up, she just needs to go.
He's mad. I have never met him before in my life.
You reckon he knew me and all?
I'm warning you, pal. Look, I'm not leaving without you, okay? Please, just do it for your mum's
He's
sake.
freaking me out now.
Right, you might just... Come here! Come on! Oh! Come here! Come here.
So, where have you been?
What have I done to deserve this?
What, darling?
Only thing I ever wanted was a baby. Was that so much to ask?
What's happened?
Jackie called this morning. She'd not felt the baby kicking for a while.
Oh, no.
So I went with her to the hospital. We went in for the scan and... well, the baby was there on the screen. Clear as anything. Head, hands, little fingers and toes. But no heartbeat.
I'm so sorry.
So, they gave her some medication and she's, got to go back tomorrow so they can deliver it.
Oh, my word, that's horrendous. Oh, poor Jackie. Are you going to go with her? Or...
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, she needs me. Well, my baby needs me. You know, so many people have kids and they don't deserve them. They don't love them, they don't even want them, but... well, it's never going to happen for me, so...
Where are you going?
I need to tell Peter. I just hope I can find the words.
You are alleging that Mr. Franklin had an accident on his window cleaning round, subsequent to which Mr. Phelan persuaded Mr. Franklin to lie to the police, then gave a false statement having planted forensic evidence to substantiate that assertion. And then he finally perjured himself in this court.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Why? Why would any man go to such lengths?
Because he's a monster. Because he's been obsessed with me from the minute he laid eyes on me. He ruined the man that I loved. He forced me into sleeping with him.
Mrs. Windass, please.
And what about Michael Rodwell
Stick
with
to
blood
the
on his
pertinent
hands?
facts.
These are the facts! Pat Phelan
Is not on trial here. Members of the jury, I will direct you in due course to disregard the defendant's last remarks.
Your Honour, please, may I request a 5-minute adjournment while I better understand some new instructions I've just been given?
Prosecution has requested an adjournment.
What's this?
Well, you're just in time to say goodbye. Or good riddance, if yesterday's anything to go by.
I've made a terrible mistake. I should never have doubted you. I'm sorry.
What's brought this on? Yesterday you would have chucked away the key.
Yeah, my happiness as well, thanks to Anna Flaming Windass. I've just come from the police. You're in the clear.
What?
Not even your worst enemy could argue that
Just tell me what's happened, Eileen.
Steve was looking at the CCTV from outside the cab office. On the film, he saw Gary Windus and Tim trying to put the frighteners on Seb.
When?
The night before he gave evidence. They bullied him into changing his story. I've seen the proof. I don't expect you to take me back. I've thought terrible things about you. I can't forgive myself, never mind expect you to forgive me.
It's a good job you're not me then, isn't it? Come here.
Where did they get it from?
Outside a taxi office, apparently. I gather the footage is pretty clear-cut.
Will Gary and Tim be in trouble?
Potentially. But that's not our immediate concern. Were you aware this is what they'd done?
No. I mean, I never put them up to it, if that's what you're thinking.
Well, what I think isn't really the issue. The CCTV itself technically isn't admissible.
So, they can't show it to the court?
No. But Mr. Metcalf is our first witness. And the prosecution can, and almost certainly will, try to question him about the exchange when they cross-examine.
So where does that leave us?
As it stands, they've managed to call Seb's account of events into question. If they can convince the jury that his change of heart was the result of coercion...
It'll look bad.
Not just bad, Anna. I'm afraid it will be absolutely damning.
Okay.
We're back in Coronation Street in half an hour.